Alright guys, welcome back to the channel that brings you everything old school related, and today we are bringing you tournament 39 of 7 Singleton, match 2 against Jason. And like I said in the last video, Jason's been sort of consistently making top 16 in 7 Singleton. He's a good player, and fortunately I have got a deck picture of his today. I know we didn't have one of Carlos's deck in the last video, but I have got one in this video. So this is the point system. Does change every year, I believe. Might not be that many changes coming up. I don't know. I have no idea. Like I said in the last video, I haven't played in the 7 Singleton in about a year and a half. But I've been jamming 4 Horsemen, and I've been jamming X points, which I've been doing pretty well in. So but I've returned to 7 Singleton because I enjoyed the format. It allows proxies as well, and Tom and Mickey, who organized the group, do a fantastic job organizing the group. So yeah, I had no problems coming back and playing in this league before the summer league. So alright guys, well, hope you liked the video. Give the video a like if you like it, subscribe to see future content. And let's just get straight into my deck then, and then Jason's deck. So this is my deck. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Very similar to Victor's deck that won it previous month. But this is something that I've actually been playing before. I think so. There is some distinct differences between mine and Victor's deck, though. I'm running him to Torak and Earth Elemental, as well as a few other cards that Victor wasn't playing. I've chosen to go for him to Torak rather than Falling Star. I could have proxied Falling Star, but I tried to use the real cards, but yeah, I ended up proxying the Badlands and I torn us his coffin in the end. Maybe should have gone for Falling Star, looking back at it, because there's a lot of aggro decks around there, around at the format, sorry. Demonic Tutor is good, but 3 points is quite a lot, and there is a lot of one-pointed cards like Pyrotechnics and things like that could be useful. So if you're playing this sort of deck, you know, you have a good think about what you want to put your points into, whether or not you want to go for maybe 7 one-pointed cards rather than just, you know, 5 by the looks of it. So yeah, anyway, that is enough of my deck anyway. Like I said, runs really good creatures, removal. But anyway, let's look at Jason's deck. So this is Jason's deck. He's running green-black. He's got a really sweet combo with a Relic Barrier and Howling Mine, as well as Winter Orb. So yeah, the deck's pretty sweet. And yeah, he's got a lot of the original cards, which is good. Don't get me wrong, I am a fan of proxies as well, but can't beat the real card. If you can afford it over time, definitely get the real thing if you can. Alright, well, pretty sweet deck. Giant growths, you know, could be quite fairly aggressive actually. And like I said, the Relic Barrier Winter Orb combo is pretty sweet as well. If you can get that online, we're in a bit of trouble. So here we go then. So he does look like he's mulliganed to 6, so have I, unfortunately. So, but we're on the play and that kind of sucks, so do not like mulliganing on the play. Not so bad when you're on the draw. Alright, I'm going to lose a life here. A Demonic Tutor. Most probably maybe going for, I don't know, maybe I early Tim to Torak maybe. Tends to be my go-to play. Unless it depends on the situation, I suppose. There's my Sephiroth sleeves. I'm a big fan of Final Fantasy. Do love a bit of Final Fantasy. Do change the screen in a minute as well, so the screen does become bigger. He is going to strip my City of Brass. And he's going to play a Chaos Orb, so could potentially rip my lands apart here. Do play Badlands. So So this is really bad for me. Wonder if he's going to flip the Chaos Confetti on the Badlands here. Nope, just a Lurker. Lurker's a bit of a pain in the ass to deal with though. Can we really target it when it's attacked and attacking? 3 mana for a Assassin. Assassin's good. So you may want to flip on the Assassin here. Four mana for a Manipulator. Oh my god, okay. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So he's carving out quite nicely here. Turn 2. Chaos Orb. Turn 3. Lurker. Turn 4. Icy Manipulator. So, things are looking a little bit grim. He's going to paralyze it. It's interesting to find out what actually demonic tutored. I'm pretty sure it was a Hymn to Torak, but maybe I'm just waiting for his card count to go low. Hymn to Torak's better when they've got a few cards left. What was I thinking there? Maybe Shatter. I was really going to try and Shatter on the Manipulator, maybe. But yeah, he's got that Chaos Orb. No, Tower of the Lurker. And he's got an Arg Raiders to follow that up. So this is a fairly aggressive deck, and my deck does struggle against aggressive decks, in all fairness. A little bit slow. Once the wheels start turning, considerably better. I'm going to smash him for 2 here. I'm going to crash down to 17. I think this is just a 2-1, if I remember rightly. Going to untap the Royal Assassin here, so I can chop down the Arg Raiders. That's pretty good. Yeah, I forgot about that. I'm going to chop that down. It's been super cautious with this Chaos Orb. Don't think he realised that I was going to potentially untap the Royal Assassin from the Paralyze. Jason did say after this game, maybe I'm not attuned to 7-point Singleton as much as I could be. I thought that was a little bit funny, but anyway, it is what it is. I'm just going to close this window because there's a bit of noise outside my window. That's better. I got Guardian Beast. Got that noise in the background now, making a racket. So, pretty cool. Proxy won that by making the final 4 horsemen a couple of times. I have a habit of losing in finals. It's all good though. 4 horsemen's been pretty kind to me. There was a bit of debate about the finalist, and the finalist is no longer playing in 4 horsemen tournaments anymore, but we won't go into that for particular reasons. But Chadster is actually sending me a playmat because of certain things, so which I won't go into. Alright, finally it goes to full screen. Okay, that's better. Okay, so Jason likes to have a good old think. It's got the there you go. Yep, he's very good at flipping them. Straight onto the Guardian Beast. Straight on there. With precision accuracy. Precision. Alright. 4 mana for a manipulator. Okay, so we've got a manipulator of our own. Could tap down his guy, then untap my assassin and slice his guy down with the assassin. That looks like a real Mox Emerald. That's impressive. Okay, what's probably gonna untap the assassin maybe? He's gonna tap down the manipulator, is he? Or maybe tap one of the lands, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna untap the assassin so we can shoot down this guy. The assassin's doing some work though. Slicing and dicing. Bard lands. Gonna tap his Mighty Manipulator down at the end of his turn. But no real pressure on the battlefield though, which is annoying. Right, tap down his Manipulator. Assassin is still tapped because of the paralyzed. 6 mana for a Shivan Dragon. Okay. That's pretty good. Can tap down his manipulator as well. So Shivan Dragon gonna just hang around? That's the question. Always feels good slamming down a 5/5 with Fire Breathing. But he has a terror. That's unfortunate. I'm just going to tap down his Icy Manipulator at the end of his turn. Okay, yeah. There you go. Three mana for a Side Troll. 2 mana. Sorry, 2 cards in hand. So we're trying to put up a good fight here. Ashes to ashes. Fuck me. This guy has it all. Alright, they're removed. Dear oh dear. Alright. He's down to 15. Pretty brutal. Alright. Alright. Draws a card. Plays a land. Right, tap down the manipulator. Draw that. My manipulator should be untapped. So I don't know what that's all about. Coffin. Should untap my manipulator, yeah, I was gonna say. Good. Both drawing like a shit ton of land. Fucking hell, more land. Seem to be drawing a lot of land each. This is shit. Passing the turn again, my god. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, we got something. Come by our witches, fair enough. Relic barrier. So now he's got a relic barrier, so now you can start tapping down the manipulator. That's going to be a problem. That's unfortunate. This come by our witches. It's only going to smash him for 1 every turn, so it kind of sucks. Kind of need to put pressure on the battlefield. It looks like I have absolutely nothing, so he taps down the manipulator. And with the relic barrier, the manipulator in play for him, He is in a golden position. You can start tapping down my come by our witches if you want to. Not a good old thing. So pass the turn. Draw. Oh, looks like I'm having to running out of space here. Constantly running out of space because I'm making about 100 videos and recording 100 videos for your entertainment. Like I said, do feel to subscribe and follow and all that sort of stuff. It does take a lot to make these videos. And obviously I like to give you top tier magic here. Tetravus is good though. If we can remove the Tetravite tokens, we might be able to get somewhere. He's gonna tap the coffin here. Now, I just want to pause this. Thinking about it. Once he did this, I should have put the Tetravus in the coffin. Because this was a telltale sign here that he was going to do something to the Tetravus. So, yeah, this is my bad. Oh, sorry, the coffin. The Tetravus, even. So, looking back at it, yeah, maybe should have put the Tetravus in there on purpose. Kind of hoping he was bluffing, maybe, but I don't know. There's always a reason why someone's tapping down the coffin end of turn here. And I have a feeling, I think he had an oubliette or something for the Tetravus. Don't quote me on that. I have a feeling it was. Yeah, it was an oubliette. Obviously, this is going back in June. 3rd of June, so I can't remember everything. It's been over a month. It's been a while. It has been a while. I don't know if this is actually on the screen. Yes, it is. God almighty, everything seems to pop up all the time when I make these videos. God almighty, stop doing that. Alright, I'm going to try this again. There you go. God almighty. Alright, he plays a Winter Orb here. Now this is a problem, because now you can do the Winter Orb, a Relic Barrier combo, which means he gets to untap all his shit. And I don't know what's going on here. Alright. He gets to untap all his shit, and yeah, we're in serious fucking trouble. Mum language. You get to untap one land. During his upkeep, he gets to tap the Winter Orb and untap all his lands. So we're in a bit of trouble. We're just gonna pause it here. Yep. So yep, we're in a bit of trouble here. Yeah, I think he's got me on lockdown, if I'm honest. It's going to be very difficult to come back from this. Because he's just going to tap down my AC Manipulator into turn. He's going to untap the Winter Orb. Or tap the Winter Orb. Tap down my AC Manipulator. Yeah, it's just a really hard combo for me to get out of. So, and he's untapping all his stuff and all his lands even, and I'm just, you know, barely getting to untap my land. So it's going to be a tricky match or tricky task here to get out of. Going to coffin the grizzly bear, save some damage, but and now he's got the if bit for free. This is going to be a problem as well. Soft hurricane on a stick. It's going to tap down my badlands. And if I was a betting man, I'd most probably just scoop at this point. I don't think I can win this. He has me on lockdown. Alright, oublie at the FBIF at least. But yeah, I'm fully tapped out now, so it's just going to become extremely difficult. I think he has got a howling mine in there as well, so that's pretty cool. Okay, this Darrowlore is going to be a problem to deal with. Big 4/4 Darrowlore. I think this is a... All spells cost 2 more to cast. So I think it's that card. I don't know if it's 100% sure. Why have I just untapped 2 land? No, sorry. Should only untap 1 land. I do play a land for turn. Yeah, I think... Yeah, we can't really... I don't know. Kind of playing out of defiance here, but I don't think we can win a game here. I think I'm just trying to see as much of his deck as I possibly can. He only taps his artifacts and 1 land because he doesn't have enough mana for the OC Manipulator. Smash him for 4. Go to 12. Darrowlore's a great card as well. Gonna pass the turn to me. He's gonna tap down 1 of my lands. Gonna strip the factory. We don't untap our lands. What are we doing here? Sorry, we don't untap our lands, do we? Because of the Winter Orb. Sorry. So... yeah, this is a really... quite a long game, and it did go on for quite a while. Don't know why it does this all the time. There you go. And if I was me, you know, I should most probably concede if I'm honest. But I'm a very defiant person and I don't want to concede. But yeah, from this position, yeah, it's not looking good. And tapping the land. The likelihood of me winning this game is just ridiculous. Oh, I should just concede. I should just concede. Yeah, he's got quite a few land here, untapped. His artifact lands. Artifact, sorry. And I think all the spells are 2 more to cast for everybody, so go to 4. He taps down my lands. We untap it. We allow the grizzly bear to come out because obviously we're going to use a coffin to put the Derrilor back in. But even with the grizzly bear smashing in for 2 every turn, it does not look good. It looks a bit of a grim, if I'm honest. He's got a nice combo. He's got a nice combo going on. I'll give credit where credit due. Alrighty. Smash for... oh no. Put the Derrilor in the coffin. Smash for 2. And then he AO piles me. Cool. Right, let's look at the decks again then, and then we can discuss potential strategy afterwards. So Jason's deck then is fairly aggressive, so we need to be aggressive back, but the only problem is we're playing a mid-range deck, and we have to be very... Nevervoid, that's the one that makes all the spells cost more. The only problem with me being aggressive is we're not an aggressive deck, so he tends to be more aggressive than me, and then in the late game, if he's got the combo going, then yeah, we're in serious trouble. So yeah, I mean, we just need to be aggressive. Let's look at my deck. So I kind of need to get the Sentry Trolls out early, maybe get a nice Hymn to Torak out. Maybe mess up his mana base a little bit. Just get a little bit lucky, I think. I think the, you know, he is favoured the longer the game goes. We need to win fairly quickly. So, and like I said, my deck is not 100% fast. It's more mid-range. So, but we'll see how things develop in the second game. So I still think I'm keeping 7. I think. So he mulligans at least once here. Oh, it looks like he's mulliganing twice. Oh my god, that's pretty brutal. So mulliganing to 5 on the play. It is not ideal. Sometimes you need a bit of luck when you're the mid-range player and you're playing against an aggressive deck. But he starts off with a grizzly bear here, and that's that's bad news. He still starts out with the 2/2 puncher here. Ready to cave my face in for 2. And he got Chaos Confetti. Oh my god. He could target the land, I suppose. Being cautious with the Chaos Confetti. And we play the Gargoyle. Smashes in for 2. Do we want to trade? We're actually willing to trade here. Okay. Want to preserve my life total. He shot an Ice Storm. Oh my god. So this mulligan to 5 isn't looking too bad for him actually. But we have got a follow-up land. Lucky for us. We have an Assassin. Only a 1/1 though. It's going to take a long time to win the game. Relic Barrier. So he has got the like potentially half the combo online here. So not good. Decides to smash for 1. It should be on 19. So I'm not doing that on my life total. Hopefully I rectify that. Yeah, I do. Again, another one. 4 mana for a whelp. Okay, that's pretty good. See if he decides to flip. And he hits again. He's very good at flipping. I'll give Jason that. With precision accuracy. I haven't got the effects like the orb on this channel, I'm afraid. We do follow up with the rock. Rock of Courages. Ah, and he's got a terror as well. Oh my god. Got all the removal. It's a pretty good mulligan to 5, to be fair. It's a pretty good mulligan to 5. One tap, draw, attack for 1. This is a very slow beatdown. Land, 5 land and Earth Elemental. See if he's got a removal spell for this. Seems to have a removal spell for everything else. Five toughness is bloody hard to deal with. Really hard to deal with. Oh, he's got a Juggernaut. We could just wait and then his Juggernaut has to attack and then we can slice it with an assassin. Or we could just chain it and attack for 5. 4 mana for a Guardian Beast and a land, so things are looking pretty good right now. See if he's got an Ashes to Ashes or something like that. That'd be pretty brutal. Nope. He's got an Arnhem though. He has an Arnhem. The Arnhem does give Forest Walk. But we've got an Oubliette for the Arnhem, so we've got quite a bit of removal as well. He crashes down to 4. 1 mana for a power imprison. Let's roll down the Earth Elemental. The pass. Must probably go to combat. He'll tap down the Earth Elemental. Yeah. Okay. Sheeving Dragon. I mean, that's pretty. I think that's on lockdown, to be honest. Pretty much game over. Don't know what you can draw to get out of this. Darylorn's not going to save him. And we're just going to go all out attack. Yep. He's defiant to the end. Alright, let's go to a game number 3. We keep a 7 card hand by the looks of it. We need to keep a 7 as well. Mountain Pass. Alright, got an Arc Raider. We got a boat by the looks of it, yep. Draw. Arborg. Demonic Tutor, okay. Let's probably go for the hymn. I like to go for the hymn. Let's rip that hand apart. Sometimes I obviously go for someone else. Sometimes I go for the book actually. Especially if I think it's going to go long. But you could just search out for anything you particularly need at that particular time. That's why it's such a powerful card. And that's why it's 3 points. So worryingly here, he has got the Winter Orb. I him to target him. I go for the 2 in the middle. I have started rolling dices now, just to make it completely random. But this Winter Orb's a pain in my ass. Just need to move his arms out of the way so I can actually see which lands are tapped and untapped here. Okay, land. Enemy dead. On the Arnhem. That's pretty good. 3-5. But he has a manipulator. Great. And the manipulator with the Winter Orb is the combo, so things are going to be very bad here. Unless we can get rid of the Winter Orb. It's such a pain in the bum. I'm going to strip the land here. I'm gonna attack for 3. The anime dead. Or the Arnhem even. So we're going to tap down the Arnhem with the Icy Manipulator. Yep. Have we got a follow-up? Free mana for a Stone Rain. One of his lands. So we're putting up a good fight here, but this combo with the Winter Orb is just so good. Right, we untap the Arnhem. Go to combat. He's most probably going to tap it down, yeah. Play a land. Like I said, it's such a good combo. At the moment, he's having to use his manipulator to tap down the Arnhem, but it's just really, really difficult. Gonna go to combat. I'm probably going to tap it down again. Or does he want to tap the Winter Orb at the end of his turn? I'm just going to mute this chat because it's going to do my head in. 4 horseman group just talking in chat every few seconds. Yeah, off it goes again. Bloody hell, man. Alright, go away. Yep. We've got Gargoyle now. We've got an Arnhem. Right, swing for 5. This makes me think he's got like an Ashes to Ashes or something. He's gonna tap down the Winter Orb, so he untaps all his lands. So yeah, most probably something good. Yep, he's got the Ashes to Ashes again, but he is crashing down to 7. Yeah. So we only tap one land. So the Ashes to Ashes was pretty brutal here. Yeah, it's just really difficult to win from this point onwards. So we untap a land, we draw 4 mana for a Dragon Whelp. It's gonna untap the Winter Orb, untap his lands. We've probably got a removal spell for the Whelp, or he can tap it with the Icy Manipulator if he wants to. Yeah, he's got a Nublia. And now I only get to untap one land, which is unfortunate. And then he gets to tap his Winter Orb, untap all his lands. This combo is very good. Can do it with the Relic Barrier, or you can do it with the Manipulator. Now he's got the Lurker. He's got something to actually win the game with. Got an AL pile. Not really going to do much against a Lurker here, but we are trying to maybe kill him. He's only on 7. It's on 7, sorry. So you're going to smash my face in for 2. Scavenger folks. Annoying. Wonder if I shoot him here for 2. I think my only chance is to actually start firing off the burn spells at him, sorry. The artifact banner is really good when he's got the Winter Orb. No attack for 3. The 15. Ice Storm the that's one of the lands here. That's just absolutely brutal. I think I'm going to use that to help out the Scavenger Folk. Maybe should have shot him in the face here. With that, maybe I didn't want to take 3 per turn, but looking back at this, although I have used a lightning bolt, I suppose the chances of me burning him out are slim. I'm looking up Lurker here. Yeah, so it can't be targeted unless it's declared as an attacker or blocker. It's a pretty good card. So pass the turn to him. He taps down his Winter Orb, untaps all his lands. It's a really good combo. We're down to 13. Gonna strip a mountain. Can even start tapping down the City of Brass to do me 1 every turn. That's pretty brutal. Untap a land. Yeah, I mean, this is this is a pretty dire position. I should discard a City of Brass here. I actually go to the discard step, discard an Icy Manipulator, and then he goes to tap down my stuff. But really, what you should do here is go to discard, and if he's got any effects, you then use the Shatter. So I should have had the Icy Manipulator in my hand still. So yeah, I shouldn't have lost the Icy Manipulator. I should have gone to discard. If he had any effects, then he uses his manipulator. So I went to discard to his hand size, and I didn't need to lose the Icy Manipulator. So yeah, and me and him discussed this afterwards. Don't think I would have done much anyway, to be honest with you, because he just played a Juggernaut. But I could have tapped the Juggernaut down, and I would have only took 4 from the Lurker and the Tracker. Do chain the Juggernaut, but yeah, this is pretty brutal. You play out on the Tracker. This is why you always say go to discard step, and like I said, he's playing the Spitting Slug now anyway, but I would have only been taking 2 per turn. He's going to start tapping down my City of Brasses though. 5 mana, 6 mana for Triskelion, that's pretty good. So if I actually shot the AO pile at him here, I potentially could have nearly killed him. I had the chain actually, didn't I? So I would have been able to actually win the game. So Aeopile would put him to 5, chain would put him down to 2, Triskelion, but then I had to use the chain to kill the Juggernaut, I suppose. It's weird how you look back at it, you know? I had to use the counters on the Triskelion here because he tapped down the Triskelion with Rally Barrier. Now he's going to tap down the most probably the City of Brass during my upkeep. And yeah, I think this is it. Interesting game. Earth Elemental. And he's just going to tap down one of the... Well, he can tap down both creatures during my turn with the Rally Barrier and the Icy Manipulator. And he could also kill me during my upkeep with the Icy Manipulator on the City of Brass, so... Yeah. Interesting play here. Yep. Alright. Well done to Jason. And Jason actually made the top 16 with this deck. The combo was very, very good. Relic Barrier, Winter Orb, or Icy Manipulator, Winter Orb. If you can get it working, it's very, very good. Yeah, so credit to him. There's a lot of artifacts in the format as well. Relic Barrier does have some use against those artifacts as well. So, yeah, a really interesting build and an interesting deck. So, anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the content. Give the video a like if you like it. Subscribe to see future content. And as always, you take care, and I'll see you in the future. Bye-bye.